3 years ago, I quit YouTube. No goodbye video, no explanation, just walked away. Today, I'm back, and I want to tell you the full story. Why I left, what I've learned, and why I'm back again. In case you're new to the channel or don't remember subscribing, I'm Caleb, otherwise known as Cheese. I used to do a lot of Minecraft videos, and probably most people who found my channel found it through my 500 subscriber special, which was me strip mining netherite in Minecraft with TNT. I did Minecraft Let's Plays, Minecraft tutorials, redstone videos. I did weekly snapshot videos. Before we get into burnout, I think I should give you a little more context of what this channel is, or what it was at least. So I started the channel when I was quite young in 2010. I uploaded my first video 14 years ago this month in 2011. That's a long time. And I would say for the next 9-10 years, the channel was just whenever I felt like uploading, I would upload something. Maybe I would stream on Twitch for fun with some friends at school, and then we would upload the VODs, or I would do, oh, look, I found this little weird glitch in Minecraft, an upside down sheep, something like that. So that is what the channel was for, I would say, 9 years. When I graduated college in 2019, I was feeling lost. I was feeling like I wanted something to do with my life, and I started uploading consistently. I would say maybe 2 to 3 times a week to start off with, but eventually it got up to, and later contributed to burnout, where I was uploading 4 or 5 videos a week. That was way too much, it was unsustainable. We'll touch on that later. A lot of these videos are now archived for one reason or another. 2019 to 2021, I would say I uploaded probably 150 YouTube videos. A lot of those, again, are archived at this point. But yeah, it was just really fun at that point. I was enjoying the work, I was enjoying the community and talking to people, kind of meeting people through YouTube comments, the Discord server, all of that. Side note here, thank you so much to those of you who were my Discord mods. Thank you for maintaining the server in my absence. I really appreciate that. My first video that blew up, pun intended, of course, was my 500 subscriber special. It had taken me 10 years to get 500 subscribers on YouTube. And then the next video that I uploaded was just huge. But really the core of this was that I was uploading YouTube videos because I loved it. Because I really enjoyed the process of recording and editing and posting and getting that feedback, being able to talk with the community who are watching my videos. I really, really enjoyed that at the time. What became too much was, one, putting too much pressure on myself to upload 3, 4, 5 times a week. That's unsustainable, especially when I'm doing everything myself. I was not making enough money to hire an editor. 2, I was putting pressure on myself to maintain a certain level of success. And I think anyone who's done YouTube for any amount of time knows it takes a lot to make this a consistent business. Having not studied the algorithms or studied proper title, thumbnail technique, etc., all of this stuff just kept getting a little too much for me. Additionally, Minecraft itself, the game, had been this source of joy in my life for a decade. I started playing it in 2009, and doing these videos, putting this pressure on myself, because really this was not outward pressure, this was pressure I was putting on myself. This pressure just took away the joy in the game. I was no longer having fun with this thing that used to bring me such joy, which I'm sure some of that is just when you age, some of the magic things of childhood lose their luster. But I think more it has to do with the pressure I was putting on myself. So I lost my joy for Minecraft. And it has been 3-4 years since I've touched the game, since my last uploaded video. It just really shifted from fun to obligation. Because now I have an audience. I have you guys who are watching this video, thank you so much. But I had this feeling that you're relying on me to make a good video, to entertain. Every time I thought about videos, I thought about it all the time. It just filled me with such dread and anxiety. Around the middle of 2021, I took a hiatus because I had gotten engaged and I was going to be married. Thankfully, I'm still very happily married. Here's my beautiful wife, Allie. We're very intentional about having a good marriage. We host a small group for other young married couples. We love hosting, we love cooking. Anyway, around this time, I took a hiatus from YouTube, and I did post about this, but that hiatus just kept growing longer and longer and longer, to a point where now my next video that I had to post had to be perfect in my mind. Because what else could justify coming back to YouTube after such a long time but a perfect video? So again, you see just all of these pressures that I'm putting on myself to make, again, what was once a hobby, YouTube, it was hobby turned obligation. And all the while, this anxiety underneath everything. You leave and it's so easy to be gone. You have that inertia of staying put, not moving, and it's really hard to get that ball back rolling, especially because I was gone for so long that my views and watch time dipped down beneath the YouTube partnership requirement, and I lost YouTube partnership. So none of my videos have been monetized for several years now, and it just made it really difficult for me to have any desire to get back. So if you'd like to help me get monetized again, you can watch this video at quarter speed. Probably about a year after I stopped uploading, I realized I have ADHD, specifically the part of ADHD where executive dysfunction just really makes it impossible to start things. And that was such a big challenge for me to overcome. Obviously, it took me until now to do it with YouTube, but even other things in my life, just these little things adding up over and over time, just made these small tasks just huge. Without the inertia of doing tasks, makes it really hard to go from that standstill into moving. So what was I doing in the meantime? YouTube was never my full-time job. I was never making full-time views on the channel. So I was always working toward something else. And that other thing is my acting career. For those of you who don't know, I am a stage actor. This is what I primarily do. Acting, singing. I'm not very good at dancing, but occasionally if I have to do that, I will. Currently, I'm playing the author C.S. Lewis in a biographical drama about Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien's friendship over the course of their lives. It's really challenging me as an actor in a way that doesn't overwhelm me and does make me just feel really excited for that craft, you know? Early this year, I got to premiere my musical, The Joy of Painting, a Bob Ross musical, at North Carolina Wesleyan University's The Dunn Center. They were having this Bob Ross art exhibition, so I was able to showcase my musical to this audience full of Bob Ross fans. It was awesome. That is on the channel if you want to go see it. I can leave a link to it in the description. On the ADHD topic, YouTube at one point was my hyperfixation. So I was so, I guess obsessed is the word, with how do I make every video better than the last? How do I make this one so engaging for an audience? And since I quit YouTube, my ADHD has found a new hyperfixation. I love board games. Here's some B-roll right now of some of my collection, and here is the rest of my collection. I just love games so much. I love playing with friends. I log all of my plays in this app called BG Stats, Board Game Stats. Yeah, it's just awesome. I know someone had asked me about my favorite board game. I'll put that in a separate Q&A video that will be coming after this one. If you have questions for that video, leave them in the comments below. I would love to answer your questions, especially because it's 4 years to catch up on, 3-4 years. Another thing I found is that after I had been gone for, let's say, a year, 2 years, I was still thinking about YouTube all the time. Like, I missed it. I really did. And part of that was this guilt that I had put on myself for letting you guys down. This guilt I had for, oh man, this channel could have been so much bigger. It could have been so much better by this point if I had just stuck with it. Some of the guilt was, man, why did I have to let my perfectionism get in the way of just doing it? So all of these things were challenging for me to work through. And it's taken me a while. I don't know that I'm fully through them, but certainly a lot more than I was a couple years ago. I just think so many other things have gone well in my life. I have a great marriage. My career is doing well, my acting career. And I just feel like it's time. I'm ready to just let go of that guilt, that shame, and just get back to making YouTube videos. I'm not sure what that looks like in the future. I don't think I'll be doing Minecraft. I still don't have that drive to get back to it. But if you guys are willing to be along for the journey, I'd love to have you. But how am I going to make sure that I don't burn out again? That's the question, right? I want to make sure that this is sustainable. I want to make sure that I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. A few of the ways that I can do that are, one, I have to let go of this perfectionism. Done is better than perfect. Even if the video is not the greatest video I've ever made, I think I just have to get over that. I'm also just going to have more compassion for myself moving forward. So there's this phrase, it's, would I expect this level of perfection from a friend? Typically for me, the answer is no. Of course I'm going to give them as much grace as I possibly can. Why would I not do that for myself? Another thing I'm going to do to keep this sustainable is, rather than trying to force myself to do so many videos, 3, 4, 5 videos a week, I'm going to try to aim for once a month. If I happen to be feeling great and really excited to film and upload a video, then it could be more than once a month. but I'm gonna try to not do too much. And then finally, I'm just gonna try not to care about views too much. I was really grateful when this channel started to get a bunch of subscribers, but subscribers are not the be-all end-all. Especially in the algorithm-run society, I could have 2 million subscribers, but if every video gets like 500 views, doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna detach myself from both of those things, the views, the subscriber count, any of the metrics. I'm just gonna focus on creating the videos that I would want to see. What does this future content look like? I don't know. It probably has something to do with my interests, especially now that ProZD has stopped his board game reviews. There might be a gap in that market. There's no shortage of content on 3D printers, but I would very much like to get a 3D printer soon. I love cooking, love baking, love making pizza. Probably all of these will show up somewhere in my videos in the future, but I don't think I'm going to dedicate the channel to them. And if you are not interested in any of these things, feel free to unsubscribe. I really appreciate the time that you have spent with me thus far. And if this no longer feels like something you're invested in or want to spend time with, by all means, I wish you well. With that said, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I am genuinely so excited for what's going to happen next. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm excited for it. Again, my next video should be a Q&A, so leave some questions in the comments below, and I'll make sure to address them in the next one.